Now on Good Morning Northwest, several top Hamas leaders charged for their role in the October 7th attack on Israel, sparking months of war and tragedy. What we know about these new charges.
The promised heat is here. It's going to be sticking around all weekend long. We're going to tell you how long and also talk about the heat advisory that has been put into place.
Plus, the Spokane County Sheriff's deputy facing assault charges is now fired from the department. What the sheriff said led to this decision. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Rob King. It's Wednesday, September 4th. Robin has the morning off. Let's start things off. Mark Peterson here with our first alert forecast.
All right, temperatures into the upper 50s for the most part. We do have some 40s out there into Deer Park and Spirit Lake. 51 into Cheney. So again, some cool temperatures for this time of year. We look at our forecast for the day and, well, I got to tell you, it's looking like there's going to be plenty of sunshine and the beginning of a warming trend in the 4 things we want you to know about. Heat advisory goes into effect Thursday all the way through Saturday. We're going to be 90s all the way through the weekend, mid 90s, and of course, a dry condition all the way through into the beginning of next week. Fires and smoke. Plenty of fires to the south and to the east of us, but our winds are not bringing that smoke aloft. So we do have some of that, but we do have more of a haze than we have that smoke in the valley, and it looks like it's going to stay that way. When we look at what we expect cloud cover-wise or rain-wise, we remain dry, and we're not going to see much of anything when it comes to cloud cover nor rain showers. We are going to see plenty of heat, however, into the Central Basin. It's low 90s, mid 90s to the south. We're going to be in the upper 80s with mid 80s into Sandpoint at 84, perfect, 87 into St. Mary's, and 87 into the Palouse. Pullman, good morning. Our high today is going to be sunny and 89. 78 is a normal high for this time of year.
All right, Mark, thanks. Late last night, the Grant County Sheriff's Office canceled a shelter-in-place order near Quincy. Around 9:30, people in the area were told to stay inside. The sheriff's deputy searched for a wanted person on Road S Northwest. That person did come out of the house a couple hours later and was arrested.
A sergeant who is facing an assault charge for an excessive force investigation has now been fired. It's been just over a year since the former Sergeant Clay Hilton was recorded on his body camera beating a man repeatedly. Now that man is 62-year-old Kevin Hinton. He was parked at a Spokane Valley Terrace View park after hours, which is against the law. When he refused to show his ID, Sergeant Hilton pulled him out of his car, hitting and kicking him several times. Hinton ended up in the hospital with 8 broken ribs and a punctured lung. Now last week, the Yakima County Prosecutor's Office announced plans to pursue felony assault charges. Yesterday, the Spokane County Sheriff announced Hilton will no longer work for the department, saying, quote, "I assure the citizens of Spokane County that we will continue to strive for excellence in our policing and hold ourselves to the high standards they expect." You can read the rest of Sheriff John Knowles' statement. It's posted right now in this story on KXLY.com. New this morning, several senior Hamas leaders are now facing charges over the October 7th terrorist attack against Israel.
The criminal indictment is the first step to holding people accountable for the attack. Hannah Joy is at the Breaking Now desk. Hannah, for weeks, tension has been boiling over in the Middle East. What can you tell us about these new charges?
That's right, Rob. Here's what we know so far. The U.S. Department of Justice charged 6 senior Hamas leaders over the attack in Israel. The 6 defendants are now facing 7 charges, including terrorism, conspiracy to murder U.S. nationals, and conspiracy to use weapons of mass destruction resulting in death. Now, decades of alleged attacks are against the defendants.
As outlined in our complaint, those defendants, armed with weapons, political support, and funding from the government of Iran and support from Hezbollah, have led Hamas's efforts to destroy the state of Israel and murder civilians in support of that aim.
U.S. prosecutors said at least 43 American citizens died in the attack, and at least 10 American citizens were hostages or remain unaccounted for. The announcement comes after an American hostage was killed in Gaza over the weekend. President Joe Biden has called the death of American hostages tragic and unacceptable. He vowed to make sure Hamas leaders pay for their crimes. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Thanks. Well, many local students are now back in this classroom, including those in the Spokane Public Schools, where yesterday was their first day back.
Parents, teachers, and kids were all smiles as they walked on campus at Garfield Elementary. Students were greeted by a new principal. Principal George Gessler taught for 30 years before becoming an administrator. In addition to general education, Garfield has a newcomer center for immigrants and an Apple program where parents can volunteer.
Staff was here last week, and we got to have conferences with parents, but just have kids here with their new clothes and new shoes and everything else, excited about being at school and getting our journey started together. So that's the biggest thing for us right now.
The back-to-school fun continues today when kindergartners start the school year. It's not all smiles, though. Schools versus smartphones has become a familiar struggle across the country.
As students head back to the classroom, at least 13 states have taken steps to address the issues of cell phones in classrooms at the state level, including 4 that have passed legislation for statewide bans. Now, at Clark Central High School in Athens, Georgia, students must hand over their phones for each 90-minute period or have a written exemption from a parent to keep it out of sight and in their backpack. Teachers find different ways to keep phones out of sight, from hanging pouches to carts where students can plug in to get a charge during class, to envelopes used to track their attendance. Teachers say they've seen a dramatic difference.
I feel like I've been able to build more meaningful relationships because I have their attention a little bit more.
SPS is also hoping to reduce student cell phone use across the district. New policy says high schoolers can use their phones between classes and during lunch, while middle school and elementary school students have to keep them put away until the end of the day. Superintendent Dr. Adam Swinyard says that would change during an emergency.
In the very unlikely event that there's a critical incident in our schools, we want to have common sense, logical approaches to things, and we want to set those healthy parameters on the daily basis. But if there's something and students are feeling unsafe or scared, we fully expect they're going to take their phones out.
The new policy does allow students to use their phones for managing medical needs as well, like diabetes. And you can watch the full interview with Dr. Swinyard and catch up on everything you should know for the start of the year by finding this story on KXLY.com.
Spokane Public Schools is also rolling out a new policy for laptops for their middle schoolers. Starting this year, middle school students will have to check out a laptop from the school if they want to bring it home, instead of just being given one at the start of the school year. The district says students will have to have a valid need to bring that laptop home, and it will have to be approved by the school. The need could include having a teacher assigned homework that has to be done on their computer.
This will be their school laptop. I have a work laptop as well. You know, it's very much like that I'm not actually allowed to do my personal stuff on that laptop for the most part. So yeah, I think that's fine.
Reducing the cost of lost or damaged laptops and equipment is one of the main reasons the Spokane School Board is changing the way that middle schoolers will use laptops this year. By having kids check out a laptop if they need one, SPS says it will save money in the long term.
Attention all teachers, staff heading back to the classroom. Wake Up Call wants to help you stay energized for the start of the school year. It's offering a free 20-ounce drink today. All you have to do, show your school ID at any of its 30 stands across the region to get yours.
Some free coffee. Heck yeah.
No, I don't think they'll accept my Cal State Fullerton student ID from several years ago.
Probably not.
Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:08.
Checking in with Mark Peterson here as we head into today. A warm one to start off the school year.
Yeah, no doubt about it. In September, on average, we have 1 degree or 1 day we're at 90 degrees. Last year, we had none. Well, this year, we've got 1 already on the books and 5 more potential. Just hot. The heat continues. Rob loves it. Not. So we're going to talk more about that heat that's moving in for the weekend coming up.
In North Idaho, the Wolf Lodge Inn, now just a pile of rubble, but our memories will live on. How the community is remembering the special staple. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
I love you just the way God
Don't miss Parmalee, Contemporary Country Hitmakers, live Thursday, September 12th. Visit CDACasino.com to buy your tickets now and check out the full Core Stars lineup.
Winning is just the beginning.
Adventure, culture, and fine wine await you in the Lewis Clark Valley, less than 2 hours south of Spokane. Tour some of the world's most spectacular wilderness, beauty, and wildlife in Hell's Canyon. Experience the region's rich and diverse culture and history. Savor award-winning Lewis Clark Valley wines and delicious culinary creations from a variety of local wineries and fine dining establishments. Visit lewisclarkvalley.com and plan your destination getaway today.
Showtime.
Oh, I see you brought your baby to a crime scene.
Got a dead body, gotta go. I am ready to find the next love of my life.
Doctor, it's your job to keep everyone alive.
You're gonna be okay.
Amanda was lying.
Why would somebody fake cancer?
Yeah! What's with all the pomp and circumstance?
That's the one thing you don't want to miss.
Each month, 4 News Now is focusing on a cause that's important to our community by helping to get the message out. This is good for you to know.
At Ability, we can empower anyone with a disability to realize their dreams and their goals. Our staff are a bunch of dedicated individuals who absolutely love what they do and have a passion and a heart for this work. The real magic happens when our job developers build that relationship with the business, then they'll introduce the client to that business, and then the outcome happens. And then down the road, you see that culture within the workplace develop and change. You can't put a price on what our folks can bring to the work environment. They're getting that interaction out in the community. That's how that becomes super powerful. You know, it elevates not only the client, but the family as well. When life says you can't, Ability says you can.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, October 10th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now. Expect more on air, online, and on the app.
Welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. This morning, Vice President Harris trying to gain some ground on the economy.
Harris heads to the swing state of New Hampshire today, set to unveil a new economic plan, hoping to boost her standing amongst voters on the issue. She is focused on small businesses, proposing a 10-fold expansion of tax deductions for startup expenses from $5,000 to $50,000. It would also eliminate certain licenses and tax filing requirements to make it easier to start a business.
New national polls show Vice President Harris narrowly leading former President Donald Trump in most battleground states. But this morning, Trump's campaign out with a new memo touting his momentum, saying Trump is outperforming with blacks, Hispanics, and even younger voters. The high-stakes presidential debate now less than a week away.
All right, good morning. It is 12 minutes past 6 o'clock. It's Wednesday, so we've checked those boxes. It's going to be a mild start today. Plenty of sunshine, so it's going to get hotter. Make sure you and the kids are drinking water and taking breaks. 89 the high today.
In Coeur d'Alene, the community is coming together to share their memories of the Wolf Lodge Inn Steakhouse. The building reduced to rubble in a fire on Monday afternoon. People shared with us not only how the Wolf Lodge brought them delicious food, but also how it brought them together to enjoy a special and memorable atmosphere. With the building now destroyed, many say they feel an emptiness inside.
I'm a little bit in shock, to be honest, and a lot of sadness, because this is a piece of the neighborhood. It's been here so long, and everyone in Coeur d'Alene has been here, or so it seems. And
fire investigators have not yet released an official cause, but the son of the restaurant manager told us that the fire started on a grill. And just so many memories in that building. We have a post up on our Facebook page right now asking for memories and pictures that people share, and the comments are just amazing.
So many people had so many moments of their lives. It's wild to see, and so sad as well.
Worth to check it out, is for sure. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13.
Well, today, thousands of kids are now back in the classroom, and that comes with some new changes. Allison Martinez is live in studio.
Changes for schedules and bus routes will impact kids in the Coeur d'Alene School District. I'm breaking down everything new after the break.
And here is the start to our Wednesday. We're taking a live look from the Spokane River this morning. You can see it flowing up there. Might be a nice week to get in the water for maybe the last time this summer. Mark has a full forecast coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Sexual abuse in sports. Sadly, it's nothing new, but a program used by the Spokane Zephyr gives athletes the power to fight back. How it could make all organized sports safer, including your child's. Thursday on 4 News Now at 6.
Why is a touchless wash best? Touchless doesn't smack and beat your vehicle with rags and raw brushes with the risk of scratches. Instead, we have multiple nozzles that deliver powerful 800 PSI water jets, covering everything from the sides, the roof, and even the undercarriage. Our mixtures remove dirt, grime, and those nasty, nasty street chemicals.
Car Wash Plaza, it's the best in the Northwest.
Like many women over 40, I'm starting to get more dark spots.
New Bright Reveal Niacinamide Serum by L'Oreal fades the look of all types of dark spots by up to 40%. New Bright Reveal Niacinamide Serum by L'Oreal Paris.
Are your windows and doors costing you money in lost energy efficiency? Northwest Window and Door is the solution. Our Marvin Windows and Doors will save you money while updating the look of your home. Our skilled team of experts are the best in the business. Visit us online today at nwwindow.com to set up a no-pressure consultation with one of our friendly, knowledgeable sales associates and get the energy savings of Marvin Windows and Doors.
Backyard barbecues, family gatherings, now is the best time to visit Jacobs Custom Living. New furniture has arrived and Jacobs really has the largest and most varied inventory ever. Comfortable lounge furniture, elegant outdoor dinner sets, umbrellas, and much more. Hurry in and experience for yourself the high-quality outdoor furniture at Jacobs Custom Living that will make your deck, patio, or cabin a wonderful place for gatherings all summer long. On Sprague, just east of Sullivan.
4 News Now anchors, not just in the newsroom, but in the community.
Shocking amount of drug-related issues.
We're doing the work.
And this problem isn't unique to us.
Listening to you.
All Spokane County ballots enter through this door.
Asking questions.
Do you think we're safer today?
And getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe.
New tactic that uses fear to steal your money.
We're the people you trust on your screens and in your neighborhood. And we'll always be there when you need us on 4 News Now.
Sexual abuse in sports. Sadly, it's nothing new, but a program used by the Spokane Zephyr gives athletes the power to fight back. How it could make all organized sports safer, including your child's. Thursday on 4 News Now at 6.
Huddle up for big wins at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. We're kicking off September with your chance to win up to $5,000 cash every Saturday. 56 Sun Club members will score a touchdown with a chance to win big. Elevate your game at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino.
4 News Now is brought to you by UFCW Local 3000.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. Kids in the Coeur d'Alene School District are now back to school.
Their first day of class started yesterday, and the new school year is bringing multiple changes that parents will definitely want to know about. Our Allison Martinez is joining us live in studio this morning to break down the most noteworthy adjustments. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning, Natalie. This year, families will have multiple changes they'll want on their radar. Areas of note include changes to the calendar year and bus schedules. The first changes are impactful for students riding the bus. The Safety Busing program provides transportation to students who live within 1.5 miles of their school, but still need busing due to age, health, or safety reasons. 100 of these students will no longer be able to ride the bus. This was a casualty of the effort to ensure that every child has a safe route. This means not crossing things like 4-lane highways and train tracks. Next, you may remember the conversation around shifting to a 4-day school week. Instead, the district has opted to stick to the traditional 5-day week with a few adjustments for teacher collaboration. This year, there are no late start Mondays. Classes for all grades will start at the same time, Monday through Friday. Additionally, all grades will be released 2 hours early on Fridays. For a more detailed breakdown of these changes and more, you can visit our website, kxly.com. Coming up in 30 minutes, I'll be explaining the changes still to come for the school district. Reporting in studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks so much for that update there. Hey, we're taking a live look this morning. We got a gorgeous sunrise start to our day.
Popping today.
Yeah, look at that. You can see the pavilion and the sun right behind it. A gorgeous start.
And Mark, what can people expect for the rest of the day beyond the start?
For those who love the heat, Rob, gorgeous.
Yes.
We'll just continue on with that word. It really is going to be a nice day today. We do have a heat advisory going into effect tomorrow because it's going to get hotter. Now, we don't have excessive heat watches or warnings, but heat advisories up and down the West Coast, and we're a part of that all the way through Central Oregon. 89 degrees will be our high today. It's going to be sunny, hotter than yesterday. Yesterday, we were at 82 degrees. And again, a reminder, 78 is that average high that we see. 57 for the overnight low, going to be clear, very mild, opening up those windows, cooling down homes and apartments, sure. That's just going to help for your comfort. Now, we look at the Pacific Northwest satellite radar, and really not a lot of cloud, a few high thin clouds, that's it. We see, again, the energy really into parts of Montana, moving into Wyoming and the Dakotas, out of our region completely, and that is going to be the trend. The forecast radar high and dry. This is taking us through Wednesday into Thursday. We're not going to see anything in the form of a lot of cloud cover or a lot of wind. It's just going to be this heat dome that's going to continue to be with us. So we track that pattern, track that high pressure, and you can see as it moves across, that heat continues to come up and come back around over the Pacific Northwest, all the way up into Canada. It's going to be very warm up north. We're going to see that continue to cool down with the Great Lakes having that cooler air and, again, storminess that's going to be moving in for the next couple of days. For us, smoke forecast, we're still looking pretty good because where our air is coming from is not coming over any active fire zones. While we do have atmospheric smoke throughout our area, things are looking pretty good. So that's good news for those with those tender respiratory systems. Into Pullman, you're going to be at 87 degrees today. It's going to be 89 into Colville. We're going to have low 90s into the Central Basin and mid 80s to upper 80s into North Idaho. Looking nice. Here is the heat that we've been talking about. Friday 95, Saturday 96, 93 on Sunday, but then it's the 80s. Monday 87, 82 on Tuesday. There's the potential for some 70s as we look at the 2-week run, but let's not get our hopes up for that.
Gotta stick through these 90s first.
I feel like you said that specifically to temper me.
I did. Trying to calm you down.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Get ready for the heat.
Good morning, Northwest. It is 6:21.
The Seattle Mariners have now dropped 4 games in a row, with the last 2 games being lost in a heartbreaking walk-off fashion. We'll have that coming up next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Man, I can take real good care of you. See? Works perfectly for you, right?
At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
We are the Winning Curse.
And today is Wishing Star Wednesday.
His wish was to go to Disney World and see Galaxy's Edge when it opened. He's a huge Star Wars fan, and he had the time of his life. It was one of the most amazing trips of our life.
Benji wanted his own school bus, so he got a school bus in his backyard. We unveiled the bus, and he took off running into the yard like it was the coolest thing he had ever experienced. And it's made a huge difference for his happiness and his quality of life.
I think just having a group of people who genuinely care about the well-being of my son and bring so much joy to his life. He loves all of the activities and everybody who comes and interacts with him.
I think it's just the ongoing support. Like, we never are forgotten. Wishing Star keeps track of where we are and what we're doing and providing help and support.
I love Wishing Star. No donation of time or money is too small or too big.
We are proud to be supporting the Wishing Star Foundation.
In Comes Company, the smash hit Broadway musical. Winner of 5 Tony Awards, including Best Revival of a Musical. Company is a hilarious musical masterpiece about life, love, and good company. Critics give it 5 stars, saying yes. It's really that good. Playing September 11th through 15th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
It won't be hard to find someone to fix this. But before I started Angie's List, different story. A lot has changed for us at Angie since then, but the issues facing homeowners are the same. And the solution, too. Skilled local pros. Get started at Angie.com.
Mississauga Casino Hotel is open north of Spokane on Highway 395. Stay with us, relax and rejuvenate while taking advantage of our amazing amenities, including a restaurant and lounge. Our coffee corner is open daily at 5:30 a.m. Mississauga Casino Hotel is the perfect spot to book your next special event. We have a 4,000 square foot event center and an exceptional team ready to help you host your event. We invite you to stay and play. Make your reservations now at Mississauga.com.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minnesone. For the second straight night, the Mariners were on the wrong end of a walk-off. Seattle falling to the Oakland A's 3-2, and this was the moment of the night. Bottom of the 9th tie game. Oakland's Seth Brown gets one past the diving Jorge Polanco at second base. Celebration time for the A's and heartbreak time for the Mariners. Seattle has now dropped 4 straight games. All the teams with losing record, the A's and the Angels. And with the loss, Seattle also drops below 500. They'll look to bounce back against Oakland at 6:40 tonight. Eastern Washington has a second straight home game this week, taking on Drake. Now, head coach Aaron Best says this is the first time they've started a season with back-to-back home games against FCS opponents. The Eagles opened up with a huge win over Monmouth last week, and they're hoping to continue that trend. Best says playing in front of a home crowd this early has been an advantage. Advantage. Well, he loves that word. Just listen to how many times he used it in this soundbite.
I do think it's an advantage, so if it is an advantage and we believe it's an advantage, let's use that to our advantage, because after this game, then all of a sudden it becomes not as advantageous when you're going on the road.
That was 5 times I counted. Kickoff against Drake is at 4 o'clock on Saturday from the Red in Cheney. Spokane Velocity return home tonight to take on Union Omaha. Now, these clubs split the first 2 meetings. Spokane won the first match back in May, but Omaha won 4-1 in June. Velocity is looking for its first win in nearly a month. It all starts at 6 o'clock from One Spokane Stadium. And then this football season, we're launching the 4 News Now Game of the Week. Each week, we're going to give you a set of high school games to vote on to be the game of the week on Friday night. The winner will be chosen Thursday, and then Friday will be live at that game during our 6 o'clock show. To vote, you can visit our website, KXLY.com. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Football, high school football, Friday Night Lights, so fun.
The weather's not football weather, though, yet. It's still too hot.
We'll get there.
Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:26.
Coming up, we got a fact check of a recent political ad in the Washington governor's race. Find out both candidates' stances on abortion. That's after this.
Plus, new details in a recent shooting in downtown Spokane. No one is hurt, but what police say led to a couple being shot at next. Before we head to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7.
This morning's GMA First Look, new details on 49ers rookie Ricky Pearsall's incredible survival story.
It was nothing short of miraculous that he came out of this as good as he did.
The 49ers general manager says Pearsall was luggage shopping for game road trips before police say he was attacked by a 17-year-old in Union Square Saturday. The team rallying behind the 23-year-old NFL player as he recovered in the hospital.
Ultimately, we felt the number one thing we had to be concerned with was Ricky's well-being, physically, emotionally, mentally. When we drafted Ricky, we did it for the long term, and Ricky's going to be a fantastic player here.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on Ricky Pearsall and the latest on the 17-year-old charged with the shooting. With your GMA First Look, I'm Melissa Adon, ABC News.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Save your greed!
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
My name is Jennifer, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer in November of 2015.
Getting a cancer diagnosis is literally like having the rug pulled out from underneath you. When I'm at Summit Cancer Centers, I feel like they're kind of part of my family in a sense. They've always had my best interests in mind, so I'm actually very hopeful for the future. I would recommend Summit Cancer Center.
When we say it'll be on time, they expect it to be on time.
Turn shipping to your advantage.
Keep those expectations with reliable ground shipping.
Thanks, Brandon.
With USPS Ground Advantage.
What makes a Subaru certified pre-owned vehicle better than an average vehicle?
It starts with longevity. 97% of Subaru vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. Every certified pre-owned Subaru gets a 152-point inspection where anything that doesn't meet our high standards is repaired or replaced.
If you're in the market for a Subaru, don't compromise on quality or affordability. Come see our huge selection of vehicles and receive your no-problem customer service at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Rob King. It's Wednesday, September 4th. Robin has the morning off. Let's kick things off this half hour. Mark Peterson with your first alert forecast.
Hey, good morning. A live look outside. And again, a few high, thin clouds right behind that first alert weather live. And 59 degrees, a little bit of that summer haze still with a beautiful sunrise. Here's a look at the 4 things that we want you to know about. The warming trend is real. It's here. It's going to continue all the way through the weekend. Heat advisory, in fact, starting Thursday, taking us through Saturday. It's going to be mid-90s through the weekend, and there is no sign of rain, so it's going to be very dry. Forecast radar, nary organized cloud coming into the region by today at noon. Overnight into tomorrow, it's still going to be a clear sky, plenty of sunshine, and plenty of heat to go with that. Now, currently, Deer Park has dipped to 47 degrees this morning, 51 into Cheney, so those kids getting ready for school might need an extra layer. 57 degrees into the valley, but make sure the layer comes home. We are going to have temperatures where that extra layer won't be needed afternoon. It's going to be 80 degrees. We're going to be 89 for the high today. That's a lot hotter than that 78 normal high we have this time of year.
Mark, thanks. Well, abortion is now a subject of conversation in the race for Washington's next governor. Democrat Bob Ferguson is sending out ads and emails, repeatedly painting Dave Reichert to be an anti-choice Republican.
While the governor has little to no authority when it comes to the state's law on abortion, Ferguson still believes it's an important issue to tackle. An email sent out by Ferguson's campaign said in 2013, 2015, and 2017, Congressman Reichert voted for a nationwide abortion ban. Records show Reichert did vote yes on a bill those 3 years called the Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act. The bill would ban abortion at 20 weeks and later, with exceptions for rape and incest. It would also hold a penalty for up to 5 years in prison for anyone who performed or attempted to perform an abortion after those 20 weeks. And it's for that reason Reichert says he didn't vote on a national abortion ban. Reichert says he'd protect that law as governor and pointed to a time when he was an officer in King County when pro-life demonstrators came to protest and block access to a local abortion clinic.
Well, my job as a police officer was to keep that abortion clinic open to serve the needs of the women in the Federal Way area. And that's exactly what I did. I enforced the law. That's in 1970. I will do exactly the same thing as governor. I will enforce the law, the laws that currently exist as it relates to abortion.
But Ferguson disagrees with Reichert's vote on a 20-week ban.
And I realize he recognizes his voting record on taking votes to make legal abortions illegal in Washington state, and by the way, criminalizing doctors, is wildly out of step with the mainstream in Washington state.
Now, it's important to note that the National Library of Medicine says most neonates born at or above 26 weeks gestation have, with active intervention, a high likelihood of survival, while below 22 weeks are virtually non-viable.
A former aide to New York Governor Kathy Hochul is charged with acting as an illegal agent for the Chinese government.
The former aide is accused of money laundering, visa fraud, and other crimes. Our Hannah Joyce at the Breaking Now desk this morning. And Hannah, what do we know about what this aide did exactly?
So, Natalie, Linda's son was once a top aide to Governor Kathy Hochul and is now accused of being a Chinese agent. Prosecutors say Sun used her influence in the state to benefit the Chinese Communist Party, doing things like blocking the Taiwanese government from meeting with high-ranking state officials and providing unauthorized invitation letters from the governor's office to Chinese government officials, which allowed Chinese officials to illegally enter the U.S. Sun served in the executive chamber, the Department of Financial Services, and Department of Labor. In her role, she focused on business development, Asian American affairs, and diversity outreach. Former New York Congressman Peter King says Sun's access could be a security risk.
Having somebody in that position, having access to business records,
to personnel records, to knowing what's going on in the community. She gets entree into different minority communities, into different ethnic communities. That's all part of outreach, which is a very good thing, unless the person that's doing the outreach is an agent of a foreign enemy.
FBI agents say Sun received millions of dollars from the Chinese government, money she allegedly used to buy her multi-million-dollar home.
If they thought that she was important enough to get $4 million, then she must be doing either doing damage or capable of doing damage to the people of New York and the people of the United States.
A spokesperson for Governor Hochul says, quote, "We terminated her employment in March 2023 after discovering evidence of misconduct, immediately reported her actions to law enforcement." Sun pleaded not guilty. She was released on $1.5 million bond. Her travel is limited to New York City, Long Island, Maine, and New Hampshire. Sun's husband, Chris Hull, was also arrested. He is facing charges. Yesterday in court, he pleaded not guilty. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
All right, Hannah, thanks. A teenage boy died in a car crash Monday morning northwest of Colbert on North Madison Road. Spokane County Sheriff's Office says he was driving alone when he lost control and struck a tree. The crash started a brush fire, and the boy's body was found inside the truck. The Sheriff's Office believes speed and inexperienced driving were factors in the crash. The teen's name will be released at a later time.
A man accused of shooting at a couple while trying to run them off the road is now facing an attempted murder charge. Police say the couple pulled up next to a police officer on the night of August 10th. The officer said they were both visibly shaken. Now, according to court documents, they told the officer they went to visit the driver's brother in the area of 2nd and Adams downtown. As they were getting out of the car, they say Isaiah Hutton lifted up his hoodie and pulled out a gun. They then got back into a car and took off. But they say Hutton followed, firing shots and trying to run them off the road. Police say the victims were not hit, but Hutton was trying to get back at them for their involvement in a reporting of a domestic violence incident earlier in the day before.
Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:37.
Checking back in with Mark Peterson here for a look at our first alert forecast as we kick off a warm stretch here.
Yeah, we're going to see the heat here, Central Basin, all the way into the Cascades, all the way into Oregon. All the West Coast really has got heat advisories in effect. We're going to talk more about that heat, how long it's going to last, how hot it's going to get. It's coming your way.
DirecTV customers are unable to watch channels like KXLY. You can let them know how they can get a refund next.
And for the first time in years, memberships have gone up at Costco. How much more you'll be paying for your bulk buying? That's next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Overwhelmed with online options? To help you make the upgrade before winter, we're taking 50% off our fall favorites and offering 0% interest, big box prices, and small town service only at your local floor trader.
Hi, I'm Chris with Tactical Plumbing. We're a well-known, locally owned company with a great reputation with our customers. While the new housing boom stays strong, we are excited to announce that we are growing our company to provide homeowners with our precision services.
Tactical Plumbing has over 30 years of combined experience, and we are now booking residential service and repair. Tactical Plumbing providing our community with carefully planned and strategically executed plumbing solutions.
Call us or visit our website today for all of your plumbing needs.
What makes Hospice of Spokane unique is their level of dedication to the patient.
That's our goal, is patients and their families and their needs.
Your team feels like our team. That's how much we know you care about making sure patients and families get what they need.
We go, I feel like, above and beyond for the hospice patients to make that last journey of life comfortable.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and discover unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region. Make cleanup a breeze with a brand new model Bosch dishwasher, available in 3 colors, each for just $6.49. These Bosch dishwashers offer quiet operation, advanced water efficiency, and a variety of cycle options to clean your dishes every time perfectly. At Fred's, we sell appliances, only appliances.
The swimsuit season has arrived, and that means extra time in the gym to look good this summer at Move Fitness. From squats and lunges for the booty to curls for the girls, Move Fitness has the classes and machines to make this summer your best. And right now, you can join with no enrollment fee. Move Fitness.
Overwhelmed with online options? To help you make the upgrade before winter, we're taking 50% off our fall favorites and offering 0% interest, big box prices, and small town service only at your local floor trader.
Welcome back. The time right now is 5:40. MultiCare is receiving $1.5 million to expand support for sexual assault survivors across the state of Washington. Now, that money will be used to establish sexual assault nurse examiner training programs and cover up the cost of upgrading forensic equipment at all of MultiCare's emergency departments. Now, here in our region, the money will be used specifically to upgrade forensic photography equipment.
DirecTV is offering some compensation to customers as the blackout of Disney-owned channels continues into a fourth day. The company is offering credits of at least $20 to customers who have its DirecTV, DirecTV Stream, and Uverse services. But you won't get it automatically. You have to apply for it online. On Sunday, Disney pulled its cable channels from DirecTV's lineup after the two companies failed to reach a new distribution deal. They include ESPN, Freeform, FX, and local ABC affiliates. DirecTV said it's trying everything it can to get the stations back.
All right, 10-second takeaway on your screen right now. A very mild start. It's beautiful outside. It's going to be sunny today. Maybe a few high thin clouds. That's it. It is getting hotter, so make sure to keep drinking that water. High today, 89 degrees.
Get ready to pay more the next time you renew your Costco membership. Its price has gone up for the first time since 2017. An annual membership went from $60 to $65, and the executive membership rose from $120 to $130. The changes apply to new signups and renewals.
There you go. Got to pay more there. Also, to correct the record, I think I said it was 5:40 at the start of this blog.
Oh,
it is 6:40.
We lost an hour.
There you go.
That's all right. Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:41.
There you go. School is back in session, but some changes could still be coming to the Coeur d'Alene School District. Allison Martinez is live in studio.
In the next few months, important decisions will be made regarding levies for the Coeur d'Alene School District. I'm breaking them all down coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
This summer, don't sweat it. Bill's Heating and AC has you covered with the best prices on air conditioners and heat pumps. Guaranteed. With over 3,000 5-star reviews, we're the locally owned company you can trust. Our expert technicians provide fast, reliable service to ensure your home stays comfortable all season long. And should you ever have an issue, we're open 7 days a week to provide immediate help. So what are you waiting for? Call Bill's Heating and AC for your free quote today.
I use my phone for everything. And now with my Ascend checking from P1FCU, I can do even more. I can deposit checks and easily make payments with my mobile wallet. And when my clumsiness gets the best of me and my phone finally does break, I get free cell phone insurance with my Ascend checking too.
Open your P1FCU checking account at p1fcu.org and start earning today.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables.
This is Tony.
Things that I've tried have failed.
And this is Tony's Good Feet story.
Before my arch supports, I felt defeated. But since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain, which still is kind of crazy to me. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out. I would recommend it to anyone. You've tried everything that's not working, give it a try.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
Our story began with my dad becoming forgetful that then morphed into an Alzheimer's diagnosis. And at the same time, my mom had Parkinson's. I want the best for my parents because they wanted the best for me. I think if I had WACARES, I would have had a different reality. There's a little less pressure, a lot less fear. WACARES and your ability to take it to another state is huge.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
4 News Now is brought to you by Falco Spokane, your fireplace specialists.
Welcome back. It's almost 6:45. Almost all students in our area are back to school this week. West Valley starting today, CV beginning tomorrow.
And Spokane schools, of course, already underway. And we got such a great response from all of you guys when we asked for your back to school pictures yesterday. We wanted to show a couple of them off this morning. Starting off, here's Weston, right after his first day of kindergarten. Look at his hat there. So happy to be back in class.
And these are sophomore Sawyer, senior Lexi, heading to their first day of school. Post Falls High School. Nice going with your siblings.
So awesome. And you know, we had dozens of responses on our Facebook page. Here's just a look at a few others that are posted there. You can see all those comments. Just go to the 4 News Now Facebook page and add your picture to this list, or you can check out all these other awesome pictures that are posted on there. There's so many fun ones.
And we'll share them throughout the week on Good Morning Northwest.
Classes are back in session for students in Coeur d'Alene as well.
In the coming months, big decisions will be made regarding the future of the school district. Allison Martinez in studio to break down these proposals and how you can get involved.
For families in the Coeur d'Alene School District, the new school year has begun, but more changes are still to come. This month, a decision will be made regarding the future of school libraries within the district. Then in November, a $25 million levy will appear on voters' ballots. The Coeur d'Alene School District is working to comply with the state's new Harmful to Minors law. This law restricts public and school libraries from having any harmful material that can be accessed by kids. Last month, parents submitted books that they'd like to be reviewed for harmful content. Then a new library policy was drafted, including text that says some books may need parent permission before being checked out. Now parents can make public comment before a revised policy is presented this month. This next proposal affects all people living in Coeur d'Alene. The Coeur d'Alene School District has placed a $25 million levy proposal on the November general election ballot. The district is making the ask in order to support sports and extracurricular activities, teacher salaries, classroom and technology upgrades, and much more. For a more detailed breakdown of these proposals and more, you can visit our website, kxly.com. Reporting in studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks so much for that update there. Well, we're taking a live look at Wake Up Call Coffee this morning, where some teachers can get some free coffee.
We reported earlier, just bring your teacher, staff ID, your school ID, you can get a free 20-ounce drink. How about that?
It's a really good deal there.
And
Mark said no coffee for him today, though.
Just give me a minute. I was really contemplating on that iced white chocolate mocha.
You just said you weren't having coffee today.
I said I wasn't going to have a coffee today. Doesn't mean I can't think about it. All right. Good morning, everybody. Take a look at the heat. It is ice drinks for everybody as we look at the heat that is moving into not only Washington, Oregon, but California. Most of it for our area is heat advisories. We don't have the excessive heat watches and warnings that they do in California to the south. All right. So let's talk about 90-degree-plus days in Spokane. We were tracking them heavy in July. We got 21 of them. On average, it's 9. In August, 8 is the average. We hit 9 there. And then in September, this month, well, it averages 1, and we've had one 90-degree day. The issue is that we have several more on the docket, and we're going to see that roll through. So this is going to continue to be that hotter than normal summer that we've been experiencing and living through. 89 degrees our high today, which is well above that average of 78. Tonight, temperatures down to 57 degrees. Wind's going to be light out of the northeast, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Satellite and radar. Well, satellite-wise, there's not a lot of cloud cover. Radar-wise, there's 0 rain, and we see that to be the pattern not only for today, but all the way through until about Saturday. We'll see a little more cloud cover coming into the region as we take a look through today noon and then overnight tomorrow and then into Friday. Yeah, nary a cloud to be seen. Again, some high thin clouds because of evaporation. That's going to be about it. So the heat continues, and we're tracking this high pressure that's going to be moving across. That heat coming up from the southwest, making us hotter all the way through Saturday. Then we start to see a bit of a break, and that will happen on Sunday, really into Monday and Tuesday. The smoke forecast, we're still staying pretty well out of an active fire region. So our air quality and moderate will probably hold there. We're going to be near 90 today. Bank signs are going to be 90 all over the place, but truly into the 90s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But that heat advisory starts Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock, takes us all the way through Saturday night. Sunday could very well be thrown in there down the road. Monday, Tuesday, we begin to cool. Tuesday, 82 degrees. Cloud cover with about a 10% chance of showers there.
Well, take in the 90s while you get. This might be our last big warm stretch of the year.
Now that you said that, it's not, and now it's going to be hot.
Back, I'll take the fault. I'll take the fault.
Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:50. Your morning sprint coming up next.
Thanks so much for starting your day with us right here on Good Morning Northwest. Happy Wednesday. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Jacobs Custom Living.
The Spokane Fair is Friday, September 6th to Sunday, September 15th. All first responders, firefighters, police, and hospital workers receive free fair admission. Wednesday, September 11th for Heroes Day. Compliments of Carpet Barn. Learn more at thespokanefair.com.
Never a doubt. See our great selection of Tundras with backup assist technology and other advanced features at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Exploring different regions throughout the Northwest and beyond can be fun and educational. 4 News Now would like to showcase these locations with Travel for Adventures.
Grant County, Washington is filled with opportunities to explore some of Washington State's most diverse geological regions. From small towns to huge waterways dotted with campgrounds and beautiful scenery, come enjoy the spectacular recreation it offers.
Enjoy a free tour at Grand Coulee Dam, topped off with a spectacular light show projected on the dam in the evening.
Check out the world-class fishing at Banks Lake, maybe some golf at Royal City, or explore the caves at Lenore Lake.
From wine tasting in Quincy to live entertainment at the Gorge. From the Sandhill Crane Festival in Othello to the Wanapum Heritage Center in Mattawa, you'll find plenty to enjoy by boat, by car, by bike, or on foot in this vast and beautiful region known as Grant County.
Discover more places you might like to visit. Go to KXLY.com/travel4adventures.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action to help repair skin's barrier and provide 48-hour hydration for healthy-looking skin. La Roche-Posay.
NexGard Plus helps you protect your dog from fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, and more. All in one delicious monthly soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. NexGard Plus, the one you want for one-and-done protection.
The Spokane Fair is Friday, September 6th to Sunday, September 15th. Animals are the most popular feature at the fair. Meet Bo, Cedar, and all their friends. All 10 days of the fair in the Wheatland Bank Farm Animal Experience. Learn more at thespokanefair.com.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It's 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday in the morning sprint.
Mark Peterson is here with details on a beautiful but warm day ahead.
Allison Martinez in studio to break down some of the noteworthy adjustments for the Coeur d'Alene students this year.
And Hannah Joy is in studio with updates on several top Hamas leaders charged for their role in the October 7th attack on Israel. But first, we begin with a sergeant who is facing assault charges and an excessive force investigation has been fired. It's just been over a year since the former Sergeant Clay Hilton was recorded on his body camera beating a man repeatedly. That man, 62-year-old Kevin Hinton, was parked at Spokane Valley's Terrace View Park after hours, which is against the law. When he refused to show his ID, Sergeant Hilton pulled him out of his car, hitting him and kicking him several times. Hinton ended up being in the hospital with 8 broken ribs and a punctured lung. Now, last week, the Yakima County Prosecutor's Office announced plans to pursue felony assault charges. And yesterday, the Spokane County Sheriff announced Hilton will no longer work for the department, saying, quote, "I assure the citizens of Spokane County that we will continue to strive for excellence in our policing and hold ourselves to the high standards they expect." You can read Sheriff Knowles' full statement. It's posted right now on KXLY.com.
Late last night, the Grant County Sheriff's Office canceled a shelter-in-place order near Quincy. Around 9:30, people were told to stay inside as sheriff's deputies searched for a wanted person on Road S Northwest. That person came out of a house a couple hours later and was arrested.
All right, it is a mild start to our day. In our first alert weather, we do have temperatures that are bouncing from 47 into Deer Park all the way into 58 degrees downtown. Coeur d'Alene, you're at 56, while Hayden's at 53. So it is a mild start to the day. Today, we heat up. Blue sky, sunshine, and 89 degrees for Spokane, 87 Coeur d'Alene. Into Pullman, you're at 87 degrees with low 90s all the way through the Central Basin. So, yeah, the heat is on. Here's the breakout of our hourly temperatures. At 2 o'clock, we're going to be at 86. 89 will be the high for the day.
Spokane Public Schools rolling out a new policy on laptops for middle schoolers. Starting this school year, middle school students will have to check out a laptop from the school if they want to bring it home, instead of being given one at the start of the year. The district says students will have to have a valid need to bring a laptop home. It will have to be approved as well by the school. The need could include a teacher having assigned homework that needs to be done on a computer.
This will be their school laptop. I have a work laptop as well. You know, it's very much like that I'm not actually allowed to do my personal stuff on that laptop for the most part. So yeah, I think that's fine.
Reducing the cost of lost and damaged laptops and equipment, one of the main reasons Spokane School Board making the change, while middle schoolers use laptops this year. By having kids check out a laptop if they need one, SPS says it'll save money in the long term.
Kids in the Coeur d'Alene School District are back in class. Their first day of school was yesterday, and the new school year is bringing multiple changes that parents will want to know about. Areas of note include changes to the calendar year and bus schedules. 100 kids will no longer be eligible to ride the bus. In addition, this year there are no late start Mondays. Classes for all grades will start at the same time Monday through Friday. Additionally, all grades will be released 2 hours early on Fridays.
The U.S. Department of Justice charged 6 senior Hamas leaders over the attack in Israel. The 6 defendants are now facing 7 charges. The announcement comes after an American hostage was killed in Gaza over the weekend. President Joe Biden has called the death of American hostages tragic and unacceptable. He vowed to make sure Hamas leaders pay for their crimes.
A man accused of shooting at a couple while trying to run them off the road is now facing an attempted murder charge. According to court documents, the couple told an officer they went to visit the driver's brother in the area of 2nd and Adams in downtown. As they were getting out of the car, they say Isaiah Hutton pulled out a gun and they got back in the car and took off. But they say Hutton followed, firing shots and trying to run them off the road. Police say the victims were not hit. They say they believed Hutton was trying to get back at them for their involvement in reporting a domestic violence incident the day before.
A suspect is now in custody after a shooting spree along I-5 just south of Seattle. Vehicles apparently targeted at random in at least 7 shootings with 6 people shot. Police arrested the alleged shooter after finding a car matching the white Volvo near one of the shooting scenes. 2 suspects are still hospitalized, 1 in critical condition. Authorities have yet to identify the suspect, who's due in court today. For more details on this case, tune in to GMA. Back with a final check of weather right after this.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for budgeters in their ramen era. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Shop consigned furniture and jewelry first for new, consigned, and even one-of-a-kind pieces. New shipments coming in every day. Save up to 70% off retail. If you don't see the price you like, make us an offer.
Consigned furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Shop consigned furniture and jewelry first for new, consigned, and even one-of-a-kind pieces. New shipments coming in every day. Save up to 70% off retail. If you don't see the price you like, make us an offer.
Consign Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
There's a live look at the blue sky, a little bit of summer haze, and of course the fact that we are going to have a sunny, hot day today. Forecast represents all of that. At noon, it's going to be 80 degrees, and then it's going to be 89. That's going to happen around 4. We don't have a lot of wind to help out, but it's also the winds that we don't have aren't bringing in extra smoke. So we're sitting at moderate when it comes to air quality. We'll probably hang out there for a couple of days. 89 today. Thursday is going to be 93. Friday, wrapping up the short week. 95, 96 on Saturday. Again, a heat advisory in effect starting Thursday all the way through Saturday.
Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest today.
Sure appreciate having you here. We'll see you throughout the morning on GMA. It starts right now.